So you've got your book completely written in Scrivener. You've done all your revisions, you've done all your edits, you're ready to export that bad boy, and you're ready to get it into the hands of an editor or an agent or even a publisher. But getting your book out of Scrivener and into proper manuscript format the way that you want it formatted may be a little bit challenging. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's go. So once we're in Scrivener and we've got our entire manuscript selected over on this side, what we need to do is we need to go to File, go down to Compile, and this is where we're going to make all of our decisions about how we want our manuscript to look when we export it, or compile it as Scrivener calls it. Now one of the things you'll see in mine is you'll actually see my custom formats already created in here, but what you can do is you could start from a Times manuscript or a Courier manuscript that they already have built in here for you, and what you can do is you can actually duplicate and edit the form so that you have your own copy and you can create this one in, and let's say this one's your test manuscript. And what you can do in here is you can actually make all sorts of adjustments to make your manuscript come out exactly how you want it to come out. We can go into separators and see all those different things, folders and files and text. You can see your style. You can come down here and it'll actually give you a sample text of what it's going to look like when it's done. You can change what kind of format it comes out in. You can change it to Kindle or whatever you want to do here. You can make sure that it converts smart punctuation to dumb punctuation if that's what you want. You can change all of these things, but let me show you one of the ones that I've already got set up. So one of the things that I had to do was I had to set up a manuscript template in Times New Roman because one of the agents that I had to send my book to wanted it completed in Times New Roman versus Courier or whatever other font that you're using, right? So they specified that they wanted Times, so I set it up in Times New Roman. So let's go and look at the settings for this one, and you can actually click on that, edit, and then we can go in and we can actually see all the settings. Let's look at our separators, custom separator between sections. So one of the things about my book is that I have sections in each of my chapters. So each of my chapters are divided up into different sections, and in between each of those sections I needed to have a custom ornamental break. Because I also use Atticus to format my books so that I can make them pretty later and insert an ornamental break, I have to use 3 stars to separate my sections. And you can do that right here in the separators on the side here, and then you can insert custom sections. So another thing that you'll see as a common thing at the end of manuscripts is these arrows on the sides. You can change that to make sure that later on it looks correct. Once we make any changes here, we click save and then the changes come out here. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is right here under heading, it's chapter 1. Under section, it's the text. And you can assign these section layouts by clicking this button here. And when I click heading, I want it to show chapter 1. When I click settings, I want it to show the text. But you can actually customize it with all sorts of other things in there as well. Also, you don't have to compile your entire manuscript. Most agents and publishers only want a small amount of your book to start with, and then they'll ask you for the rest later if they're interested. So you don't actually have to compile your entire book all at once. You can actually compile certain sections. Check this out. When you click on this here, it determines what you're actually going to compile. For example, these are actually a bunch of short prelude stories that I did, and they actually don't need to be compiled all as one thing. So if I choose one of the stories, this would be the chapter, this folder here, the heading section, and then all of these would be the text sections in the chapter. So if I wanted to compile this story about the huntsman Merrick and his falcon Rora, I would click and select just American Rora, and it would show me all these ones. Then compile. Now when you compile it somewhere where you're going to be able to find it. Let's call this one test manuscript. Boom, throw it on the desktop. Super easy, and it'll convert, and then once it's converted, it'll actually disappear. So once it disappears, we open it up on our desktop. Boom, look at this. Bam, we've got that. We got chapter 1. We got all of our information down here and our text, and then at the end we've got our arrows, and it's all in standard manuscript format. So as you can see, compiling your manuscript in Scrivener is actually really simple. They have templates for you. All you have to do is make a couple of little adjustments so that it comes out just right for you. Play around with the settings. It's not that hard. You'll be able to figure it out, and you'll be ready to rock and roll. If you'd like to check out some of those short prelude stories that I mentioned before, they're totally free, and you can check them out at freefantasyfiction.com. I hope this video was helpful for you. Trust me, it's not as hard as you think it is. I believe in you. You can do this. And if you ever run into any trouble, you can always come back and check out any of the videos on the channel. We'll see you guys later.